So this is going to be interesting to explain. It's April 20th, 420, and it's snowing. And on top of all this, I'm on summer tires, which are not good in snow, and you should never use them in snow, but yet here I am doing just that. So I got to school just fine, and there was no snow on the ground or anything. I mean, it wasn't snowing as hard as it is now, but look at this, man. This is just madness. Like, this weather is a joke. Mother Nature cannot make up her mind. So now I just gotta hope that I can drive to lunch and not lose control and crash. I mean, so far so good, because it doesn't appear that there's any snow or ice on the road, but there is snow on the ground, so I'm gonna take it easy. Yep. Man, this is ridiculous. It's like, this was originally in the forecast, and then yesterday I no longer saw snow in the forecast, but yet it snows anyway. Compound is as hard as a rock. But, you know, Michelin does make a good tire, you know, because after driving to school, I can safely say, you know, that the Pilot Sport 4S is probably one of the only summer tires where you can get away with, like, driving it in 35-degree weather. But you don't want to take it for granted. You want to use winter tires or all-season tires or whatever when temps are below 45 degrees. Yeah, turn the fans down. I was trying to get the interior warm. But, you know, so far so good. As long as I keep doing what I'm doing, taking it easy and whatnot, I should be fine. And hopefully the roads don't ice up. Okay. Yep, take your time, Grandpa. Normally, car guys celebrate 420 with burnouts, but doesn't look like that's going to be happening this year. In fact, I'm probably never going to do a 420 burnout again because, well, tires are expensive, and I just don't feel like replacing a pair of tires right now, so yeah. Got the school zone in effect here. And we got utility work. So yeah, gotta keep it right under 20. So now it is 32 degrees exactly. Oh boy. Moron. Guess he was either in a hurry or realized that he did not have the right of way, and then he just did whatever he did. That's why I wish I had my dash cam working. The damn thing is, well, what happens is, like, I've been noticing lately that it would stick on, and, you know, it's supposed to turn off when I turn off the car. But then I don't hear noises from it, so I'm like looking at the dash cam, and I see that it's frozen, and I can't turn it off manually myself. So the only option there is wait for the battery to die and let it reboot on the next startup. Which is unacceptable, because the dash cam is brand new, so it shouldn't be having problems, but one day it did that 3 times in the same day, so I decided to take the dash cam out of the car. I'm gonna try to contact support and see if they'll send me a new one or whatever, because I can't live with that. Obviously, the tires don't exactly like this weather when turning, because the outer compound is hard as a rock. The inner compound, which is for the wet, still is doing a very good job despite the conditions. But it's not like an all-season tire where it's made for a wide variety of temperatures. But even then, you know, all-season tires, most all-season tires will still harden up when the temperatures get cold. But of course, some tires like the Michelin Premier AS will have sunflower oil and whatnot, so that way it stays flexible even in cold temps. But of course, I still wouldn't trust that tire in snow, because it's not an all-weather tire or a winter tire. I wonder if there's anyone else in Illinois who's using summer tires right now in this weather. Oh boy. And if you're wondering why I didn't just take the Mercedes instead, well, my brother now drives to school, because just a couple of weeks ago, OHS is now back to in-person learning. So with that being said, my brother is driving my father's car to school, and thus, you know, when I go to school, my parents are left with the Mercedes. So if I take the Mercedes, they have to take this car. So, yeah. For that reason, I don't drive the Mercedes on Fridays anymore to NCC. I drive this car like as I should, because it is my car. And these tires are generally quiet, so to speak. Well, with that compound hardened up, it is pretty noisy. Looks like we have an emergency vehicle. Yep, it's either a fire truck or ambulance, most likely the latter. But yeah. Yep, I can hear the siren. That's a fire truck. Yep, when that happens and I'm at an intersection, I just stay put, because you never know what they might do. They might turn left, they might turn right, they might just go straight, but you want to pull over ideally. People who don't pull over for emergency vehicles just make my blood boil. I remember one time back in Oswego, it was on Douglas Road. I look to my left, I see an ambulance coming, so I stay put at the stop sign. The van behind me goes around me to take a right turn, pulls out right in front of the ambulance, and has complete disregard for the fact that there is a medic behind him, because the medic honked the air horn, and the van driver did not pull over. So impatient driver, and very ignorant, so to speak. It's like, people who drive like that should not have a driver's license. And I'm pretty sure if law enforcement were present, he would have gotten a fat citation. Now, of course, what I could have done is I could have blocked his right turn, but I would not. But I'm not the kind of guy who is like, I don't give a fuck or shit. Because I'll explain this in a bit. So what I mean by this is, there was this one guy who sacrificed his truck to stop a high-speed police pursuit in a neighborhood. Now, of course, that was kind of understandable, because racing in a neighborhood is extremely dangerous, and it endangers the lives of everyone who lives in the neighborhood, especially the kids outside playing. So what I'm trying to say is, I would have blocked the turn to prevent the ambulance driver from being cut off, but I didn't want to risk getting into an accident. Nor did I want to look like the guy who had road rage, because it was the van driver that did. Because he was the one who was impatient and went around me at the stop sign, completely oblivious to the fact that there was an ambulance with its emergency lights and sirens operating. Alrighty, well, I have arrived. And thankfully the tires did a fantastic job for being, well, used in conditions they're not meant to be used in. So hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more, turn on post notifications, do what you guys do best, and peace out till next time.